it was a state championship game, and everything about it felt like a state championship game. The atmosphere was incredible. Both teams fought incredibly hard. Just give them a lot of credit for how hard they fought, because we came out with just blazing from the three. Funny thing was, the last couple games we haven't really hit threes at all. So we came out, just couldn't miss one, and you figured so much time to go and they got a lot of pride that they would keep fighting back. But then they get a 4-point lead, and this is what these guys, our whole team, and these guys with me make them. The reason we're in here talking and so happy is that they just kept their composure. Nobody was thinking this was over. We needed a basket. I don't know the exact sequence, but I believe Lawrence got a stick back, cut it to one, and then really I think from that point we really played well. Our defense really tightened up. So just again, these guys just incredible, and they've done this a number of times. This is not the first time. So. But to do it on this stage, this moment, Kyle Logan's shot in the corner, and just it's an amazing thing. So they'll be glad to answer any question you got for them.
Questions?
Lawrence, it's one thing to have the ebbs and flow of a game like this during the regular season, but to have it be a state championship game on this stage, how did you and the team manage to stay composed, as Coach said?
We just came in and thought of it as a regular game. Just one more game we had to play. So, we had to come out like we always do, play hard, play defense. That's our motto all the time. So that's how we came out with the W.
Lawrence, take me through the emotions. You got taken out with a foul in the fourth quarter. I saw you put your head in your hands there, and then you got that basket. I think it was an and one. Take me through the lows and the highs if you can during that fourth quarter.
It was a lot of different emotions. Like you want to be in the game, but Coach had to take me out, cause foul trouble. So I trusted my teammates. And when I got in, I just had to do what I did.
How about you, Coach, during that sequence?
I just thought at that moment was, I knew it wasn't going to be long. Sometimes you get just a quick reflection there and stuff, and I don't know if it was a minute, maybe two. I don't know. So it wasn't anything like, wow, I'm like taking him out. It was just that we made a rotation, and I knew he was going to be in there. He's been there for us all year, so I knew that. He's been there not only this year but 3 years. So.
Mykell, you got a block early on. I don't think that guy thought you were going to get him, but you can jump out of the gym. But did that get you guys fired up? What did you think about that when he was taking it to the basket?
I think it fired us up and it got us going after that block. And we work on the drill. It's like a 2-on-1 drill in practice, and we work on our feet. So just credit to that.
Oh, he's nice. There's no drill that does that kind of stuff. He hustled back. That's the play. He hustled back. He made the play. There's no drill to that. So,
Coach,
thank you.
Coach, just talk about the atmosphere. It just seems like it just felt like I was back at Bill Pope Gym. The way the atmosphere was there.
It's a little bigger gym, though. Beautiful gym. Of course, I love our home court. So. But it was a great atmosphere. It just felt really loud and just, really, just exciting the whole time there. But, we were hoping we could knock down one shot. And there was one of those guys that knocked down that shot in the corner there right behind you there, Kyle Logan. So, that is so hard to do. He had been in and out. When you're that kind of rotation, and then you're sitting there, you're waiting, you're trying to control emotions, and then you get in there, and he knows what we want him to do, because I flat told him, get yourself open and get that corner shot. It's just, he's done it before though. It's not the first time. He did it last year several times, this year or so. Anyways.
Coach, you did a great job of substituting at the end. Offense and defense, offense and defense. Tell us about that strategy and how well it worked. And then I want to hear from the guys. They're coming out and coming back in. They don't want out of the game, so.
Well, yeah, that's true, but you got to, at that point, you just had to have, whenever we had the chance to have our best for offense, our best for defense. And, of course, we've worked on these lineups a long time, a lot of years. This is game 30. So, we've had to do it before. We've had a lot of close games, like I say. This was not an easy route in here. So we had a lot. We've been fighting since the regional quarterfinals. Even though we've had a fabulous record, we have been fighting, and so we know what it takes.
Lawrence, so you're a senior. This is your last year with the team. 20-piece state championship. Talk me through it.
A lot of different emotions, beginning of the game, I'm going there, I'm excited. Yeah, get a little emotional, sad, but you know, I had to go my last game with a bang. You know, it's the last high school game, so I gave it all out there. And I think that's how I helped my team.
And
And
then my-
we dedicated this game before to all our 4 seniors, and just how important they are to us. And you know, we got some really good young players like Mykell and 2 of the juniors back there. But you know what? We know what these seniors mean to us. So that was before the game. We said this one's for them. So and we meant it.
And then, so, Mykell, you had a really good game too. I saw, normally you're a trash talker. You get, I mean, that's how you get to
What? We'll talk later there.
Today was no different. I saw you kind of were getting into it with a couple of players, and it seemed like that kind of got your game going even more in the second half after you all cooled off. Just talk to me about, like, when you're doing that, what do you feel? What does that do for you?
I think when I trash talk,
Be careful.
I'm trash talking, but it just, you know, it gets a little competitive. So
There we go.
I think when it gets competitive, I think it just fires me up even more.
Yeah.
Mykell, when you're up 17, you guys lose the lead. How hard is it to kind of recover from that? How did you get your game kind of back in the flow? And were you thinking about seniors like Lawrence, I got to go get this for them and make sure we get this ring?
Yeah, I was thinking about the seniors and how Coach has said that we were playing for the seniors. And I think we just played well as a team. And I just credit Cobb for that big 3 he made it in the corner. He's been doing that all year and last year.
Did that feel like that was the game-changing play at that moment when he hit that 3?
Yeah, I definitely think it was.
Yeah, that tied it. That was down 3, and man, it just seemed like we kind of had control after that. That's the way it felt like. Now maybe we'll watch film and I'll be like, no, that wasn't right. It's hard to kind of put it all together right at this moment, but it really felt big at the time, really big.
Coach, when you look at Class 3 basketball, it seems like it runs through Roanoke County. It's either you guys or K-Spring doing the same. What does it say about basketball, Class 3 in Roanoke County?
Well, I think it's been really good. I think it says what it says, you know. And so, you know, we're happy to be here this year. Happy to represent Northside and the Roanoke area. And like I say, these guys have been fabulous all year doing it.
Anything else? Great. Thanks.